if you did a bad job in the Senate, you and your colleagues, the Minister of Science,
look,
now that have been accused,
we can't do a bad job.
It's a bad job because now the man is being alleged to have perjured himself, alleged to have forged his document, and it went through screening. Mr. Inaji, the Minister of Science and Technology and Innovation, he's resigned his appointment.
Look, don't go there. I don't want to talk about that, as I told you. This matter of forgery in Nigeria is a big problem, not only restricted to the political class, but even you now. I don't know your certificates if you are to school.
I have classmates.
I have classmates. Do you have classmates? Hello, everyone. I'm sure you just watched that particular clip where Seun Okinbaloye was saying to Senator, which senator is it? No, this senator from Borno, Lord have mercy. But anyway, the name has escaped now. When we remember, we'll talk about it. And so he's saying to him that you people did a very bad job. And of course, I expected him to have answered that, you know, no, what do you mean by very bad job? Could he have couched it in a more politically correct manner? But Seun was not having it. It's like, you guys did a very bad job, and that is it. And that, you know, in the defense, for me, this is where Senator Ndume, I can't forget that name now, Senator Ndume from Borno State. So looking at that whole conversation on the fact that, that forgery of certificate is not just a political issue, but it's a nationwide kind of issue, something that is endemic. And this is a senator who is saying this particular thing. Why? What have they done as Senate, as the National Assembly? I think, if I'm not mistaken, Senator Ndume has been in the National Assembly since 1999 or maybe 2003, but I think he has spent over 2 decades at the National Assembly. You know this is a problem. What have you done to ensure that this problem is being tackled? It's not just to say that, everybody is doing it and that makes it okay. No, it's not okay. It's a crime. Because why are people are going to school, doing all the right things they need to do, putting in all the hard work, and then some people just sit down, don't put in the hard work, and then they'll just go and get a certificate. A certificate is not just a certificate. It's something signifying that you have gone through years of training, years of learning on the job, and years of now building up your capacity to be able to do it. And so when you have people coming in and all of a sudden they just get in there, no, that is a crime that should be punished. And even this energy, it's not about he has resigned. No, he has resigned. He now needs to face prosecution. But hey, the way that they are even pardoning everybody, every crime, whatever is being pardoned, but that's another video, not definitely on this one. But in the way that Seun Okinbaloye said that, when they ask him, even you, your certificate, he said he has classmates. Who do you think he's referring to? Do you have classmates? Me, I have classmates. So let me go and start tracing my primary school, because me, I can't remember my primary school, but my secondary, we are still together up till now. My primary, I have Juliana Alexandra. That's the only name I can remember from my primary school, because she was my best friend. In primary school, we used to go out together, buy lunch together. When they used to give you how many kobo, and then you go and buy those from those women that used to be out there. But anyway, Sha, if you were in Kwali Special Primary School, that's the primary school I went to in Kano, Kwali Special Primary School, and you finish in 1984, right? We are classmates. Oh, yeah, come, we'll go and check. Aisha Mohammed that was in the class. I remember I've done that tweet once. I said, let me go and look for my primary school, mates before they come. But of course, my secondary school, classmates, they are there. I finished from BUK Staff Secondary School in Kano, and then I finished from Bayero University, Kano, also, microbiology department, and I finished in 1999 after wasting so much time going to how many other higher institutions. I finally ended up in BUK that I didn't want to end up. But anyway, Sha, it's just to say, everyone will go and look for your classmates, go and look for your certificate, or your certificates are intact. so that they'll know that, you were part of the class, you will know your teachers and all of that. But the thing is this, and what have we done about this whole forgery? I can tell you there are times that there are people who come to class. Having classmates is not enough. You also have to check, authenticate that certificate, it is really the certificate from the school. Because there are actually people who went through school with students, they went through school, stayed in hostel, attended lectures, did everything, but they were never students. I remember, was it in 1994 or 1995? I can't remember now. When ABU Zaria, I was in ABU Zaria then, I was a medical student. It was ABU Zaria that I left when they killed Professor Bandipo, and the school was shut down for, I think it was a year or plus before Kotengora now came in. For those who went to ABU Zaria, finished from ABU Zaria during that era, they will know this. There was a time when they had to now do some sort of there was something exercise that they did. There were a lot. We now found out that a lot of students that we thought were students were not actually students. Some of them, they had come to look for admission. They didn't get admission. They just stayed on. Some of them were actually duping their parents. They are in school, but they are not in school. They are telling, they are collecting everything. They got, I said they attend classes. They probably write tests. I don't think they write exams. So, but you don't watch out for that thing. It was when they were now doing this exercise. I can't remember whether it was published or whatever. We were so shocked when we found out that a lot of people that, did not attend. So sometimes also, it's just having classmates is not enough. But for me, what is really beyond the laughter, the jest, and all of that, what is really concerning about this video is that there is such an endemic problem that we have, but nothing is being done about it. It's almost being seen as normalized, because I don't understand what Senator Dume means by, oh, it's not only the political class, everybody is doing it. And no, this is not about everybody is doing it. It's about, it has to be the right thing. When you people are supposed to check, these are the basics you start from. You start from the certificate, nothing else. Check the school. The Senate should already have a committee, either a committee or a part of the Senate that is set up to check these things. Verification of certificates, very easy to do. The schools are available. They are online. You can reach them. Hey, this certificate, did you produce this certificate? Because every certificate has its own number, if I'm not mistaken. At least they will know something that say, oh, the school will have a copy. We produce so and so certificate for so and so person at so and so time. And so these are the things that they should be checking. And where they've not done that, then that's a big problem. And that's why I said they've not done the right job. Then the other issue also is, you come and look at a DSS. DSS that is supposed to check everybody. They are supposed to check everybody that is being put forth for confirmation, that is being nominated. What then is DSS doing? For me, it's not just to say this whole issue, leave it the way it is, but most importantly also is to say, who are the people at DSS that failed to do what they were supposed to do, and they're going to pay the price for this? It's either, even if you don't sack them, is it a demotion? Is it a query? Is it one thing? They can't just come and do a shoddy job and just get away with it. Because if you're not checking this thing, what you are checking, anybody that has such a problem, it's a national security threat to Nigeria. And I'll tell you why. And this is what people, I remember when the issue of Adiosi, which people are now using as, oh, she did so well. It was a major campaign before that woman resigned. And one of the things I kept saying that this is a national security, threat to the nation, because the moment you have a skeleton in your cupboard, it then makes you vulnerable for blackmail. And so they will come and blackmail you and say, if you don't do this, we will report this thing. And because of that, they can sell our country out. So it's a very major issue. It's not just, oh, it's not a certificate. After all, the person can do the job. Why are you? But no, that is not the case. The case is that this is a fraudulent case that can then be used to get at the country because of this person who had this. Only God knows the number of things that he had to compromise so that this story will not come out, or whether he was threatened with it or he was not threatened with it. And that's what then makes the country vulnerable. That's why you need to check everybody's skeleton to be sure that there's nothing hanging there that is going to affect the country. But anyway, Do you have your certificate? Do you have classmates? Me, I get to go find your own. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.